Tonight, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. As we'll see Jared Goff and the London Monarchs versus Sam Darnold and the Brooklyn Barons.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Brooklyn Barons and the London Monarchs. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Anytime anyone throws for over 300 yards in a game, you know their name is going to be considered for Offensive Player of the Week. And in the AFC last week, our guy got it.
Yeah, he was the guy on top of his game. He'll try to duplicate that here in this one. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
But we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
From the 50, it's Goff. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Man open left side is Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time, he used his quickness to make a play.
2nd and 11. Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
That one good for 15 and a first. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now a first down carry for Harris. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And his kick here is good.
The field goal.
And the opening drive of the game yields 3.
Makes the score Monarchs 3. Barons nothing.
Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and 3rd pick in the 2018 draft.
I remember talking with a scout about him, and he said, you know, I love the fact that he was a high school basketball player. He does so many things with his legs to keep plays alive. He did the same thing as a basketball player, kind of a point guard, knows where the ball is supposed to go, and knows how to deliver it to the open man.
The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down now. Darted, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Down at the 39-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
Brought down right at the line of...
Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
And they'll send out their punter now. as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 10 at the 20.
Well, the second down throw on target. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. On first down, it's Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Complete to number 3.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And a Brooklyn first down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Monarchs 3, Barons 0.
On first down, Darnold. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Darnold to throw again. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
Pass. Complete.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing again is Darnold. And that will be incomplete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air again, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
A loss of 13 yards.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll try the left side. Darted. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Darnold from the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. London about set to take over on offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Goff on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. Finding Harris over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Just beating the play clock is Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Byron Jones on the coverage.
Here's Goff. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
That's complete right around the 8. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And that is incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Oh, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's going the other way. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, 5, and they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they look to cash in. Excellent field position. 4-yard line, 1st and goal. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken the lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
The extra point attempt to follow here. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. London about set to take over on offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. 2nd and 11 now.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 22-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. Open is Powell. That's complete.
Goff's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. To the air again. Goff. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
1st and goal.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
This will be caught at about the 5. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Throwing again is Goff. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Monarch 6.
So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. To try again after the sack. Darnold, and he's got it complete to Anderson.
Darnold's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And they give this time to the tailback. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Gain of 7, but it's 4th down.
So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the 2nd quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. In our game, it was Sam Darnold who was on target in the first half. His guys lead, though, by only a point. It's been a tight one. As for the start of the third quarter, we'll send it back to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Darted. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
to throw is Darnold. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That must be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And on now is the punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 36. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give to Harris. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Number 37.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Goff now looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down, and
now it's gone. Got a man. It's Mims. And down inside the 15 he goes. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Harris. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Damian Harris, the ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Myles Garrett. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Goff now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Monarchs 9, Barons 7.
All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you can't score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, I wonder if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Right back to him on first down. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Incomplete. Darnold's pass. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offense.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Patrick Queen able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. .39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
Down and 10.
London about set to take over on offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Play action. It's Goff. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, here's Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Powell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense, and it worked very well there for a first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This is Harris. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Goff. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And it's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run with Harris, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Damian Harris, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st down and 10. at their own 26-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On 1st and 10, Darnold under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. Yetur Gross-Matos able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson.
Darnold's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expecting to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. London about set to take over on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. This is Harris. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll run on first down. It's Harris, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 50, it's Goff. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On first down, Holiday. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Now a first down throw. Gone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. Here's Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Damian Harris with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the 2-point conversion. Now Goff. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. On first down, it's Darnold. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
London about set to take over on offense. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. They'll run on first down. It's Harris, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They run again with Harris, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
He's checking crack.
They run with Harris. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the home team here, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.